more Quickwire than we can handle, and super smart splitters for no more production backup. Plus, check out these awesome syncs. Hello everyone, my name is Chevry and welcome back for episode 8 of the Satisfactory series here on YouTube. It's time for one step closer to phase 2 of the space elevator and getting our hands on the incredibly important smart splitter. Thank you for all the support and help with the series so far. Let's jump into it and enjoy the first video of 2024. Alright, episode 8. My god, I can't believe we're here already. First off, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the series so far. We are closing in on 150 subscribers already. So welcome in all the new people and everyone who's been coming back. I really appreciate you guys. This will be the first episode of 2024, I believe. I'm recording this on the 31st, New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, yeah. But anyway, let's jump into it. Today we're doing some Quickwire. We're going to unlock some smart splitters finally. We're going to set up some awesome, which will allow us to set up awesome syncs in all our factories, handling all the overflow. We'll unlock the blueprint milestone here in the hub. We'll just select that right now. And then hypertubes we'll save for next episode. Then we're going to set up an area for some assemblers, as we're going to want to start making the things that we're going to need for completing phase 2. All the 3 items up there. And then we're going to go find some more hard drives, because we are going to want to get our hands on some more alternate recipes going forward. So I think where I want to set up the Quickwire line is that Caterium node that we cleared last time, which should be, I believe, down here, just south of our space elevator. Actually, I think it might be right here. So we'll set up a little setup for that. So before we get heading over there, let's go over what we're going to need for the build. You're going to need one Mark II miner, and we're going to overclock that to do 270 per minute. It's going to be on a pure node, so it's naturally going to do 240, but we're just going to give it a little tiny boost to do 30 extra. You're going to want 6 smelters, 8 constructors, 3 storage bins. We can do industrial storage now. Oh, perfect. It's becoming daytime, just in time for us to start our build. Now let's go over just what we're going to need. So we need 2 portable miners, 10 encased industrial beams, 80 steel pipes, 10 modular frames, 30 iron rods, 48 wire, 46 reinforced iron plates, 124 cables, 60 steel beams, and 90 concrete. Now we're also going to want to bring along extra concrete for the platforms, extra steel beams for the belts, extra reinforced iron plates for the belts, cables, wire. We'll just bring a lot of extra of everything, just to cover our filler pieces, our splitters, our mergers, all that kind of fun stuff. So let's run around and grab all our materials, and we'll head on over there. Driving over to the Caterium spot. Hope I don't get stuck on a rock. Okay, so we're going to start with some foundations, 4-meter foundations snapped onto the world grid. Oh, there's a spitter in the way there. Hopefully this will move him out of the way. We'll put in our miner Mark II. Let's just face it off in this direction. Creature's still in the way. Okay, then we're going to turn on zoop mode. Bring some foundations over. I'll just give it a second one there, and then I'll just bend it this way. So we'll just go like this. We'll send a splitter. Actually, let's do a merger. Output coming towards me. And then we're going to need Mark III belts. Feeding into that. Trying to feed into this. Did I not face it the right way? I may not have faced it the right way. No, output's facing towards me. There we go. I'm just going to take that away. And that gives me a straight right in the middle. So now We're going to keep snapped onto the world grid. We're going to go to right here. Oh, my truck's in the way. Move my truck. May have to clear some vegetation as well. Add in some foundations. We need one more here. And then we should be able to send a lift. Input's going to be right here. We're going to want to set up 6 smelters. So we're going to need at least... How am I going to do this? I'm going to split it probably right. We want to make this nice and even, right? So let's go our first smelter. Make sure our input's facing the right way this time. Lock it in place with H. Shift that back. Here's smelter number 1. So we're going to want 6 of these. Add some extra space down there. That's 1, 2, 3. There's the 4th. Fifth and 6th. So all of these are going to be running at 100%. We're going to set these all to do Caterium ingots. We're going to copy. I'm going to hold Control V. I'm going to stick it on all these. A neat little trick I learned recently. Makes things a lot faster. So we're going to go to walls. Hug the edge here. That looks like I'm gonna have to use some single walls here. There we go. So now we're gonna have to use a Mark III lift. Parallel Mark III. Right in the middle. Coming up to me. Just like that. And a Mark III belt feeding in between them. So we're going to need a splitter. Output facing me. Or input facing me, I mean. And we'll turn these ones. Save one on the end. Make sure you turn these ones. And then you're going to want to put Mark III belts in between all of these. Except the end ones. So Mark III, all your splitters. Right? Because yeah, it's only... so these can actually drop down to Mark I belts. And Mark I belts between all the machines. Oh, autosave. So there we go. That'll feed 270. I don't have any shards on me right now to overclock that, but it only puts out 240. We want that to do 270, and that should feed everything perfectly. Because 270 divided by 6 is 45, which is exactly how many per minute these take. Oops. So now let's go ahead and fill in some more of these foundations here. Just to give us some more working space. How dare these bushes show through. Do a little bit of lawn trimming. There we go. So from here, we're going to feed these 6 smelters into 8 constructors. And one of those constructors is going to be set to 50%. So we're going to want mergers in between all of the smelters. And then we can kind of decide where we want to go from here. I think what I'll actually do to kind of make this even is we'll go like this. We'll put mergers in front of all of them. But these mergers face the output facing towards the middle here. So this one's going this way and this one is going to go towards it. No, I did that incorrect. I want them facing me actually. There we go. So make sure those are lined up. Turn those to be facing me. And then these mergers are going to face towards them. So that one to the right. Don't need one there. I may start doing, like, once we have blueprints, I'll probably do it just so it's a lot cleaner and easier. So those are going to feed like that. So Mark 1 belts is all you're going to need. Flowing out of the machines because they're only doing 15 per minute, obviously. Oops. So even still here can be Mark 1 belts because it's only 30. This would be 45. So each of these is only going to be outputting 45. So now I'm going to put a merger here to turn it into 1. And I think if I just do it like this, this should make a nice clean 90-degree turn. Again, could be Mark 1 belts. I think that's a clean 90-degree turn. Looks like it. So there we go. Now there will be 90 Caterium ingots coming out of this single line right here. So from this single line, we're going to have to only do a Mark 2 belt. Once again, it's only 90. I'm going to send that out in that direction. Just for now. Now we're going to set up our constructors. So we're going to do... Let's set them up. I'll give you guys a little bit of space just to work with here. Should we do a compact? Should we do a compact for once? No, that's too compact. Oh my god, imagine. Yeah, we're gonna go like a... I'll give you some space just so you guys... If you want to build it more compact, you can. But just so it's easier to follow along. There we go. And we're going to do 2... Oop, autosave. 3 and 4. That's 2, 3, and 4. So now I'm going to want to add in some splitters to feed all these constructors. So I'm going to grab a splitter. We're going to line it up right there, holding control. It should snap right in. Mark 1 belts feeding the machines. Again, if you want to be more compact, you certainly can. Hopefully this is just a bit easier to follow along if anyone's new to building. And then just so it backs up faster, this one we'll do it to 50%. And then just so it backs up faster, we'll set this one to do 50%. Well, either or. One of these first ones can do 50%. It'll help the line back up faster. So from here, we actually don't have fast enough belts to combine all 8 of them together. That's why I split them up like this. And you're actually going to need to use 2 awesome sinks. So for now, until we get better belts, these 4 are actually going to drain right into an awesome sink. They're not even going to go into storage. It's a bit of a waste of materials, but it's easier to set this up now instead of later. And then it also gets us some points for unlocking all the things we need from the awesome shop. So we're going to want to put a merger in front of these with the output facing away from you. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Mark 1 belts feeding the mergers. And you're going to want to put Mark 2 belts in between these. And then we're going to put our awesome sink right on the end here. I'll have to add a couple more foundations. There we go. And then I'm going to need a Mark III belt feeding into there. Okay, so other side, same idea, super simple. You're just going to do mergers between everybody. And then what we're going to do here on the end is we're going to add another awesome sink. We're going to face it towards me here. Like this. It's going to look a little weird for now, but it's okay. Right there. And then off this side, actually no, we'll just put it off the end here. Oops, sorry about that. That's where our industrial storage is going to be. So we need just like that. So now we're going to do our storage containers. Make sure the orange is facing towards us here. Okay, 1. I don't want to space these apart too much. 2, 3. So we're going to be doing a splitter here. The input facing me, going towards the storage, and as well going towards the awesome sink. Now, once we unlock smart splitters, this is going to get changed into a smart splitter, and it's going to be set to, once these containers are full, any overflow will just fill into this sink. But for now, just so these don't get like super crazy backed up, because this is actually going to be working really fast, I'm just going to split half and half. Half will go into the sink and half will go into storage. So we're going to grab our mergers. We're going to put those in between, or we're going to put those by all the constructors. There's 1. Jump too far. 2, 3. Don't need a 4th one. I'm going to grab our Mark 1 belt. Feed those in there. Suppose I should probably set these machines to actually do Quickwire now. There we go. So each one does 60 per minute. So as soon as we hit our first merger here, they have to become Mark II belts. I think I mentioned that on the other side. Hopefully I did. If not, now we know for sure. Which means by the time we hit the 3rd one, we actually need to add Mark III belts, because this is going to be 180. This can still be Mark 1. And then Mark III belt feeding to this line. So what is this output? This output is at 240. So that can be a Mark II belt there. And then we're going to need a splitter. The Mark II belt feeding into that. But they only have to be Mark I belts going to the storage. Because it'll split to less than... I think that'd be less than 60 parts per minute. But anyway, so that's that whole line set up and ready to go. First, we're gonna... Did I set everything to Quickwire? I did not. Copy. Paste. 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 Do all the other ones. Paste. Paste. Just holding control and hitting V. There we go. And then the first one, remember we want to set down to 100, set to 50%. Almost at 150%. 50%. I only want to do 30 per minute. So now we should be able to hook up all the smelters to the power to start preloading our line of Caterium ingots here. So let's just go ahead and hook up, or we'll add in the power poles first. Where's everyone's connections on these again? It's on the left. So we got 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5. And the last one comes in 6. Connect you to there. There you go. So those should start filling up. Start sending off some Caterium ingots for us. It might take a little bit for these to actually fill up properly. So if you want to preload them yourself, fully do 100 by just grabbing stuff out of the miner, you can certainly do that. But it should fill up. Using Mark III belts feeds these pretty quickly, so it shouldn't have too much of a problem getting backed up nice and fast. Especially if you use Mark I belts feeding all the machines, it splits them really evenly. So let's go ahead and start adding our power poles for all our constructors here. So our inputs are all on the left. I feel like they're always on the left, and I should probably just start remembering that. So let's go on there. There. We'll just follow the green line here. And then we'll do the same for this side. So we need one coming down there. How far out was it? Yeah, okay. Oh, here, I'll just follow from here. Oops. What did I just do? What did that connect to? There we go. I was like, oh god, what have I done? Alright, I guess we're gonna need them here for all of our 2 sinks over there. So now I should be able to hook up all the constructors. That got hooked up to the wrong one. Nice clean connections. All these can be hooked up now. And then I'm just going to hook up the awesome sinks to this one since they're going to get moved in a little bit anyway. We'll just hook them up there for now. So that should be all those. Now I just have to connect this all to power and that should be the whole factory ready to go. Looks like we're backed up on some Caterium ingots, which is perfect. I'm just going to connect this here. Where's an easy place to connect this into? Huh. Oh, okay. Got it. Follow the nice straight line here. Right there. Okay. Now we should see Quickwire start to fly. Here we go. There's the first one's coming out. These lines will actually fill up properly once all these actually fill up as well. There we go. So now we're getting probably a bunch of awesome sync points. I see some backing up going on here. This is Mark II. Oh, that's why. So I'm sure probably you guys may have noticed if you were building it, it's like, wait, Chef didn't do his math correctly. So that one right there has to be a Mark III. Here, we'll do it while it's still daytime. Let's get a quick overhead. So here we have our line of 270 Caterium ore coming in, feeding our 6 smelters all at 100%. I forgot to overclock it, so that's why it's not backed up properly at the moment. So then if you come to here, we feed our 8 constructors, 1 downclocked to only do 50%. And then one side feeds directly into an awesome sink. The other side feeds a storage as well as an awesome sink. As you can tell, we should still be getting plenty of, getting a little bit of lag here. This is the one that I really wish I could turn on, the global illumination, but I don't think I'd be able to record with global illumination on. Oh, I can zoom in. I forgot. Now we can see our Quickwire starting to fill up here already. So we can go ahead and take that off our to-do list, because that's the entire Quickwire line set up ready to go. Boom. So now we should be able to start making our way towards the smart splitters in the MAM. And actually, I'll just build a MAM right here. Why not? Instead of walking all the way back, I'll just put it down on the ground like that. How much Quickwire do you want? Probably like 100. That was all fast. Caterium. Yep. What a good guess. Which also means now we're gonna be able to get stun rebar and the zip line from when we have like power towers. Yeah. So now we can get power poles Mark II. That's another good one. The AI limiters, and that's what we're going to need for making smart splitters. That's what we want right there. I mean, power switches are also really nice. And priority power switch. I actually haven't messed with these too much. This is much more later on. As you can see, you need circuit boards and stuff for that one. But this one we can get soon. Maybe set up like a power room where I can like switch off factories around the world. Which brings me back to one of the things I wanted to mention. I unfortunately can't stream and record at the same time, so I don't want to like stream any of the episodes that we do. But if you guys are interested in me doing like just playing around with like blueprints, or just, you know, doing some like cool, you know, testing out designs of, you know, aesthetically pleasing buildings, stuff like that. If you want me to stream that kind of stuff, if that sounds interesting, let me know, and I can certainly do it. I do stream on Kick right now. I stream all sorts of games, but Satisfactory is the main one for the YouTube series at the moment. But yeah, if you wanted to come hang out with me on Kick, it's I go by just Chefry4 on kick.com/Chefry4, I think is the URL. I don't particularly stream that much on Twitch anymore, but yeah, if you want to come hang out and have a good time, you're all more than welcome. Anyway, let's move on to unlocking these smart splitters. So I totally forgot already what I was going to need, because I was talking to you guys real quick. AI limiters, we need 200 Quickwire and 50 copper sheets. We can easily run over and grab those copper sheets. And then for this, we're going to need 10 AI limiters, and we have the reinforced iron plates already. Okay, so that's fine. So let's just run over, grab some copper sheets. And I mean, this Quickwire we'll have 300 Quickwire in no time. I already have 300 Quickwire. What do you know? How's my awesome sync points doing? 17, not bad. Okay, so let's head over to our copper factory, and we will grab some sheets, and we'll get these smart splitters going. Okay, grabbed everything we're gonna need for unlocking these smart splitters, I think. So we're gonna get back into here, go into the Caterium tree. We're gonna unlock AI limiters. Oops. Not jump, I'm jumping with joy. There we go. That'll allow us to make smart splitters. We just need 10 AI limiters for that. So we're gonna go ahead and make a crafting bench. Right there for now. Find our AI limiters. We only need 10. It's a good thing we have so much Quickwire. And I brought some extra copper sheets as well. I'm gonna make a couple extra because you need AI limiters for these smart splitters. So I'll just make all 15. We'll come on over here to the MAM. We'll research smart splitters. Oh, life just got so much better for all our factories. So much better. Eventually you can get programmable splitters. English is really hard. This is a long way out though. But eventually we'll be unlocking supercomputers. Oh, I guess I can do this one really quick. Just need 300 Quickwire for the Mark II power poles. Probably have 300. Oh, got stuck on the barrel nut tree. Never want to get stuck on the nuts. Oh, I'm just short. Okay, so for now, let's at least turn this one. This splitter is going to become a smart splitter. Oh, I need rotors. Okay, let me go grab some rotors. Good thing we're close. Let's go grab a handful of rotors. Okay, let's set up this smart splitter. We hold down control. Should allow me to just put this right in instead. So we'll go like that. Left output, we want overflow. Center output's any, right output is nothing at the moment. So in order to make sure this actually doesn't just pump those out randomly, I'm gonna have to change these to Mark III belts. Change these to Mark II belts. I think. Mark III split 3 ways. Yeah. Right? Let me do my math real quick. 240 divided by 3 is 80. Okay, yeah. Mark II belts. So now this shouldn't go until these are full. Which is great. So let's take smart splitters off our to-do list. And it feels really good to have these finally. Obviously it doesn't look like it's doing anything yet, aside from it's going to split when these are full. And these may not be fully backed up yet, but I mean, it's everything's working fine for now. Looks like these first 4 are backed up, so these ones should be getting backed up soon. That's why I always like to back up the first one in the line, or one of the first ones in the line, because it'll just help back up your manifold line faster. Anyway, let's go set up some awesome sinks on the rest of our factories so that we never have to worry about buildup anymore, shutting down our lines. That honestly really messed me up. So we're gonna go ahead, but before we go, let's take all the Quickwire from here. Let's go to the MAM, get power pole Mark II. Why not? And power poles Mark III. You need, I think those are circuit boards and pipes. Those are, oh, high-speed connectors. That's what they're called. Which we need plastic for, and plastic is, well, plastic is phase 2. I guess I would call plastic like mid-game. We're still pretty much I would still say we're very much in the early game. Okay, so let's head on over to the other factories. We'll start over at the steel one. Let's go from there. I'll hop on our tractor here. Knock a few bushes out. That's an easy way of doing some obstacle clearing. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on trees. We got our Caterium line ready to go. Filling up some awesome sinks. Please don't get stuck on this rock again. I'll have hundreds and hundreds. Scratch that, thousands of Quickwire for whenever we need it. So just making our way over to the steel factory here. This is where we're going to start. I actually don't even know if I have all the materials for this. So we're going to need 4 4. Oops. Let me get off the truck here. We're going to need 4 awesome sinks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have everything I'm going to need? Reinforced iron plates, cables, concrete. That's it? Okay. Well, I mean, and the smart splitters, which I'm now realizing I don't have 4 of. How many can I make? Haha, I can make 4. How about that? Oh no, I need way more than that. My mistake. So we'll have to go back and grab some more Quickwire. Actually, wait. No, we have Quickwire, don't we? Yeah, so we'll just have to make some more AI limiters. We'll do that really quick. Production, crafting bench. Make 7 more. Yeah, we'll have to go back and grab more Quickwire again. So I realize each line is going to need a smart splitter. Okay, so now, oops, I got flight mode on. For now, I'm going to temporarily disconnect everything you see here. And what we're going to do is we're going to combine the two pipes together, and then we'll do a smart splitter. One will feed into a storage, and the other will feed into, we're going to combine these 2 lines together and do an awesome sink over there. So we're going to start by deleting the storages, not mass deleting things. So just storage containers. Looks like I didn't have enough room in my inventory to pick everything up. That's a lot of pipes. All right, truck. Hold on to some pipes for me. Otherwise, this is going to be a mess. Oh, it's still a mess. Okay, how about this? Can I make like just a little storage? Give me a little box. Just a little box. That's all I need. Just to handle all the pipes. That way too many pipes. Oh, these autosaves are getting worse and worse. So we're gonna take those out. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Cut the power. Just to give me a moment to figure out what I'm doing. I'm gonna put a lookout tower. Give myself that nice overhead view. So what we're gonna want to do, I'm gonna combine these 2 together. So I want a merger here. Output facing away. Make sure it's lined up. Let's have it fairly close. That's a Mark 1 belt feeding into there. Oh, it's almost just a perfect right-hand turn. Soft clipping, totally fine. So these are going to hit a smart splitter. So we're going to go to the logistics. Smart splitter. Fire you right in the middle there. I'm just leaving a little bit of extra space for you guys, just in case you need to be able to see things easier. It is also nighttime as I'm building this, so hopefully the moon is giving us enough brightness. So from here, we're gonna do a storage bin in front of that. Let's maybe add a couple of these. We'll have to move our truck. Ouch. Move our truck back a little bit. Probably have to move this storage box, which not gonna go well. Yeah, let's put another one. I know how to do this. Easy. Take my beams. So I can get rid of that. There we go. So another line of those bad boys. Foundations. Now we're going to add our storage. I need the beams. Give me the beams. There you go. I forgot industrial storages need beams. Oh, almost faced it the wrong way. So I'm going to do one industrial storage container for pipes. I'm going to do one industrial storage container for steel beams. Come out of there. Line that up there. How much do these pipes come out at? I think it only requires Mark 1 belts. Yeah, I'm definitely not making more than 60 pipes per minute. I'm making 40. This is only 15, which I realized when I was talking about this video in the intro. I said 10 and I was like, whoops. I caught it way too late. The video was already done. Okay, so we're going to do a smart splitter in between here. Oh, I don't think did I line that up properly? I don't think I did. I think I lined it up with that instead. Yeah, okay, so smart splitter right here. Mark 1 belts. No, okay. Yeah, it's lined up improperly. Try that again. That must be it then. That line right there. Smart splitter there. Mark 1 belts. We'll move that over. There we go. Mark 1 belt feeding that. Now I should be able to fit my sink in between. Perfect. Guys, I'm so smart. Look how smart I am. It's almost like I planned this. I actually didn't, but it worked out really nicely. So what we're going to want here is a merger facing into the sink. I'll line it up there. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out that smart splitter. I'm just going to do my Mark 1 line there. Grab my smart splitter, put it back in. Mark 1 belts, so 40 and 15 should still be only 60. Now we have a nice clean. I don't know if this is going to work out in any of our other factories, but this worked out really nicely. So now I just got to add some power to the awesome sink here. Look up in the back. Okay, well, I'll just... Boink. Okay, I think that's that one. Now we just hook this whole thing back up to power again. Where did I give it the snip? Right here. Oh, whoops, wrong way. This connects here. It's unnecessary. Okay, everyone's hooked up to power again. I'm gonna have to go set these smart splitters up. Right output, overflow, center output, whatever you want. And over here is the opposite, left output, overflow, center output, whatever you want. Right output, nothing. If I want to, at any point, I can add another storage bin on the side. If I'm like, oh, I need more, then, I mean, having a full industrial storage is a pretty good amount of items. I may add a second bin off to the side. Obviously you can just add another box, add another line from your splitter, and tell your splitter to send any. Okay, steel awesome sink done. Now we can head on over to, we'll set one up on the concrete, copper, and the iron. The rotors, the modular frames, and the reinforced iron plates, I'm not too worried about throwing awesome sinks on those for now because we're outputting so little. Like in terms of the reinforced iron plates, I'm literally only putting out like 5 per minute. So, and I'm using them quite often. So I'm not too worried about sinking those. But everything else that builds up really fast, oh, I missed my concrete. Everything else builds up pretty fast. So in order to keep the factories from building up, backing up, and causing issues, we are just adding awesome sinks to everybody. So I think what we can do here, and actually you know what I might even do on this one, so if I just add it after the storage containers. So say we merge all our storage containers together, right? So what are we outputting? 13, 3.3. So I get, what's that, 30 per minute? No, a little more than 30 per minute. Like 40. But either way, I mean, from each of these, I could just do like a merger in the middle, and then just send that into a smart splitter, and then set it to just backup goes to the machine. So I don't want to do that. We'll make this easier on ourselves. Move our tractor. Do I have the flashlight on? I can't tell. Anyway, so let's go mergers. Merger. Yeah, all this rock's gonna give me some trouble. Merger right there. Merger right there, facing them all towards me. Just mark 1 belts. Nothing crazy. Just going to feed. Actually, wait, does this make sense? No, because it technically wouldn't be overflow, right? I'm realizing now that this doesn't make any sense. Let's try that again. What I actually need to do is move these storage containers. So let me turn off. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think cutting off concrete actually cuts off a bunch of factories. So we'll just leave concrete running for now. It's pretty slow. Get rid of the storage containers. And I think now what we can do, honestly, is we can just merge these together. So we'll give them a merger in front of the first one here with the output facing away from the machines. Put it in the middle of the foundation. Like that. Mark 1 belts, obviously. And I think even still a Mark 1 belt. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a smart splitter right in front of this bad boy. Logistics, smart splitter. We got our smart splitter. We've got our awesome sink. I'm going to move to there so it lines up. Just like that. Mark 1 belt feeding that bad boy. These are all Mark 1 belts. So now I'm going to want 2 industrial storages. I don't know if this rock's going to give me an issue. It might actually. this rock is going to give me... Oh, there we go. I win, rock. Can't beat me. So, arc ones. Any and right output overflow. Wait, what? Am I dumb? How did that happen? I was gonna say that doesn't make sense. But I think it's just because it wasn't connected up fast enough. But good to know it works. We just go boop. So there we go. That is the concrete line set up with an awesome sink. Got 2 more to go. Oh, looks like we made it just in time. I think something's starting to back up here. Let's hop on up. Oh yeah, we got iron plates backing up. Screws are probably about to be backed up. This factory I'm going to want to turn off while we're doing this because it just puts out so many items per minute. So let's just go ahead and cut the power to this whole factory. That did not work. I think I just cut the factory power to a different factory. How do I cut the power to just this one? Where do you get your power from? Right here. Okay, so to reconnect. There we go. Now that's not a big deal. And if I sever this line, boom. Okay, got it. Not trying to shut down my entire world at once, you know? So from here I need to figure out just how many items we're making per minute in total, and that will determine how many awesome sinks I have to make. We got 20, 40, 15, that's 70. That's 110. 150. 190. Okay, so only one. That's actually not bad. So we're going to get rid of some conveyor belts all along the line here. Get rid of some storages. There's no way I was going to say, there's no way I have room in my inventory for all that, but it looks like it went into all one box down there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up probably just 1 industrial storage for each item. Maybe 2. Let's go 2. So you need 2 for screws, 2 for rods, and 2 for plates. So you need 6 total. Maybe I should do this from overhead again. Put down another like lookout tower. Just to make it easier. If you guys just want to use flight, you can do that too. Okay, so game plan here. I want to set the awesome sink up over there on that side. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to be sending everyone into storages, but then we're going to have to add smart splitters all along the way, and we'll have to make some sort of conveyor bus line that kind of everyone connects to and then ends up feeding into the awesome sink. So this is probably going to be the one only, I think they call it spaghetti line, where you mix things together. No, not spaghetti. Sushi line, where you mix things together. This is the only time you'll really see me do that. I think, unless it works better later in the game. I don't know. I'm still learning. Bear with me. Anyway, so let's go and do our storages. We'll put our industrial storage down, 2 for each one. And I want room to put, actually here, let me do the mergers first. So I'll do a merger. I'll put facing that way. Like that. That'll be for the plates. just Mark 1 belts. And then for the rods, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to merger in front of that. Output facing away from us. Mark 1 belts. And then for the screws, we're going to need to put one in the middle of all 3 of them. Like that. Also Mark 1 belts. I'll feed the other one when I get over there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to set up our industrial storages. So I'll put one. Yeah, I'll give myself some space because I'm going to need to put the smart splitters in. We're going to go 1. And 2. That'll be for plates. 1 and 2 for rods. You can stack these. That's a lot of be a lot of storage stacked on top of each other. I'm gonna have to go closer for this, just because the way it's top down. Oops, it did not line up the way I wanted it to. Sometimes holding control, it snaps to it, but it doesn't really want to line up properly. Like, see, it did the same thing here. Which makes me believe these are not in line. And I was correct. Okay, those are for plates. Mark 1 belt. Oh, you know what I'll do, actually? Instead of putting a splitter in there, we'll just do this. So we'll go turn it around. Still lined up. Do the same over there. Input on the back. So I can do this, right? So we go 1 conveyor belt mark into there. And then we just go... boop. So instead of a splitter here taking up extra room, like an extra splitter, I mean. Actually, I guess we could just do it with a smart splitter, right? Now, let's see. There's, I guess, a couple of different ways of doing this. You can do the smart splitter here and then feed it into the 2 machines, and then conveyor belt it up and over. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to feed the line that's going to go above this, right? Because I want it to be able to fill all of them together. So I don't think these smart splitters are actually going to line up going down. So I think I actually like the way I do it, where I turn them around and they're split in the back. So this one's going to go here. Left is going to be overflow. And then we're going to put a lift here. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put in our conveyor pole things. Oh, I think I snapped this like not to where a pole would be. Okay, so let's put on our poles first. I'm gonna stack it too high. Do the same thing here. Keep it too high. I'll set up the storage bins for the screws here. This is gonna have to be a Mark II line. So we'll set up the storages. Same as I did over there. One with the input facing this way. Other one we turn around. And then it's gonna be a Mark II belt into that one. So now in terms of this line, we're going to do, this can be a Mark 1. And then what I'm going to do is I shall put a smart splitter in line with these on this end as best I can. Oh, it looks like I can line it up. Maybe. You gonna let me? Maybe if I do it from above. I can't quite snap it in like I want it to, but I think I can get it as close. Oh, that, there we go. Now it's snapping in? Okay. Oops. Did I? What? How is that working? There we go. Now that should be working. I was like, how on earth are you doing that? So this side would be overflow. They mark one lift. Goes like that. Mark one belt. Not like that. Not at all. So close yet so far. There we go. So this is going to be my overflow line up above to take care of everything else. Now am I going to need to do my, so we get 40 plates, right? 40 plates. That's going to be 70. So yeah, we're going to have to do Mark II belt after this one. So here we're going to do, we're going to put our splitter, or that's merger actually. But I guess I should probably do it off to the side. Yeah, because I'm going to want to do smart splitter here. And we tell it left overflow. Oops, not any undefined. Left overflow. Because then I want to build a lift. Like that. And then I should be able to snap the merger in there. Just like that. I lined up. Nice. So yeah, this actually has to be Mark II. Now that I've learned that. Hope this doesn't look too crazy. I feel like this looks nice. Try and keep it clean. Before I did this like one time and I just sort of ran the belts up and over each other. Not in such a clean way, but I think this works out nicely. So now we just need the same thing down here. Let's get that set up so we actually have a line going. Mark II belts is fine. We're gonna have to change part of it though. So same thing we're gonna do here as we've been doing all along. Smart splitter goes in. We get ourselves a Mark II lift on this one. Sending it towards there. Got a merger. We're going to make sure the output's going to the right. Conveyor belt Mark II. Between these, make sure you do that. Otherwise you're going to end up with a backed up line. And then this is going to be a Mark III belt, because by the time we add the screws, the rods, and the plates together, it'll be just a little over a Mark II belt. So now I should be able to add in the awesome sink. Right there. With a reversed Mark III lift on the end of this. With a Mark III belt. Feeding in like that. Did I connect that in? It's hard to tell. I think so. Looks like it. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I guess we'll find out, right? So we set this to overflow. And I should be able to power this back on. Oh, I have a power line going through my awesome sink now. Let's fix that. So this power line... Oh, wait, yeah, I'll fix that. That'll go away here in a second. Because yeah, we're going to take this power pole out. That shouldn't take out the power to anybody down there because we reconnected this line in. And then we just connect the sink. Like that. I'll have to take those out later. So I'm just going to throw a lot of the extra stuff I picked up into storage. All right, I got to connect the backs of these still. Mark II. And oops, Mark 1. So Mark II on the screws box, Mark 1's on the other boxes. Okay, just a little overhead because I hope this makes sense. So you have your 3 constructors doing screws, feeding into a merger into a smart splitter where you're feeding your 2 storage boxes and any overflow goes up and into the overflow line. You're merging your 2 rods together, same thing, 2 storages, any overflow goes up into the overflow line. And same thing idea on the iron plates as well. Merge them together, storage into the overflow line. Now, I'll finally be able to find out if the overflow line is working properly once these storages actually get backed up. Theoretically, I think it should work. Mark 1 belt between there is fine because it's only 40 items. Mark 2 belt in between here because you get 75 or 70. And then Mark 3 belt here because you're adding 70 to 120. So you got 190. So you need a Mark 3 belt, Mark 3 lift, Mark 3 belt there. So I'm going to start by disconnecting everyone from the power here, which is actually a lot easier for this one. You just get rid of this line right here, cuts off all our machines. We can actually keep the miner going if it wants. It'll just stop on its own. So now we can head on over to the back here. Get over this smelter. Come on. There we go. So over on the back here, now I'm going to take out all our storages. Take out the, oh, I selected just conveyor poles. There we go. Get rid of all these conveyor belts. Sir, you are being so loud right now. Okay, just so I have a better idea of what I'm working with here. So we have our 1 line here for cables. We got 1 line for wires. And another line down there for pipes. Or sheets. Yeah, copper sheets. So, if this is only giving 30 per minute, we're going to do the same thing here. 30 per minute. 30... That's 90. Plus another 30. So 120. Only need one awesome sink, and we only need up to Mark II belts. So in order to put this together, stand up on top of here. Let's do something similar where the sink ends up over there. And we'll just kind of do almost exactly like what we did for our iron line. We'll put in our industrial storages towards the back. Got 1. Turn them around. Oh wait, did I do that wrong? I did. They were already turned around. There we go. Orange one facing me. Now green facing me. So that's for our cables. Oh, this one's actually nice and super easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to add, if I can stand up here for a second. It's not going to let me. All right. So we're going to do Mark 1 belt feeding right into there. We're going to do a smart splitter. Right here. Like to make the overhead line about right here. Actually, no, I guess we make it a little further back so it's easier for everything else. So smart splitter like that. Overflow on the left. That's it up right? Yep. Overflow on the left. Everything else goes straight. Mark 1 belt in the back. And then same thing for this one. Oh wait, I may have had to put the... Yeah, just because of the way I have this set up, I'm going to move the container on this one to the other side. Still make sure the green is facing me. There we go. Now that'll give me perfect room for putting in these lines. Need some more steel pipes. Let me go grab those really quick. Okay, so let's get our 2 more storage containers here. Orange facing towards me. And the second one green. Mark 1 belt all the way to there. Mark 1 belt in the back. Just like that. And on our smart splitter, I'm going to put this one... Actually, wait to put this one in first. So what I want to do is I want to grab those stackable conveyor poles. Start figuring out where this is actually going to be. Make sure I'm not in anyone else's way. So let's do the copper sheet storage. Turn it away from me. Orange and then green. Same with this. All Mark 1 belts. Feeding your storages. And in between your storages. And then we bring over our conveyor belt. Just like that. We can actually use... We'll just use Mark 2 belts here. So then coming from this smart splitter here, we're going to want a conveyor lift Mark 1. Snapped into there, facing that way. Mark 1 conveyor belts. And so now for this one, I'm going to actually, yeah, let me take out the Mark 2 conveyor belt for now. Just until I figure out where this is going to go. So smart splitter again on this line. I'll feed this one. I'll feed these 2 in from the back because I feel like we have more room for it. Or I guess we don't have to. Yeah, let's do it anyway. We have more room. So we're going to go stick smart splitters here. And another one over here. And then, I think actually, if I do it like this, airlift marked 1. Just like that. Oh, oops. Sorry, my bad. And then I should be able to grab a splitter. Or a merger, I mean. And I should be able to snap it in line with that, ish. It didn't go like perfect, but it is like super duper close. Okay, so that'll be Mark 2 belts now. I think, right? Or no, we don't get to Mark 2. Well, yeah, it'll be 90. Or Wait, let me double check that. 30, 60. Yeah. So as soon as we get to this one, we gotta start doing Mark II belts. Okay, so Mark II belt. Right to there. We got our smart splitter. Right here. As I just go sailing past it. Got our merger. This one actually snaps in. I don't know why the other one wouldn't. Mark I belt. Now we can put in our awesome sink. And then we got to put a Mark II lift going down. You could just run it down if you don't want to put the Mark II lift, but I actually quite like using lifts. There we go. That just snapped right into there. So that should be everybody hooked up now. Except for power to the... There we go. Power to the sink. Everybody's overflow is hooked up. Everybody's overflow is set. Everybody's storage is set. Okay, so I think I can power this back on now. By just going... Bunk. I should be able to clean everything up now. Put the extra copper sheets in here. I think that I was going to say, I think there's a lot of copper sheets laying around. What's taking up my inventory the most though? Cables. Okay, let's go down here. I also have many iron sheets that I need to get rid of. That would help me pick stuff up a lot faster, wouldn't it? Okay, that is all our awesome sinks set up. The only thing we have to do is now we kind of gotta wait until our storage is back up to make sure they actually work properly. But I mean, as far as everything seems, that should all work properly with no issues. That's got its overflow filling to there, overflow filling to there. So yeah, this should work out really nicely actually. And eventually our awesome sink points will just skyrocket. I mean, we're already at 19. What are we doing per minute? It's actually pretty steady. We're doing a little dip. Who's dipping? I think I should check our power. Oh, everything's still nice and solid. We're in a nice, perfect efficiency. Got so much power used still. Okay, so we're gonna take some sinks off our to-do list. Let's head on over and unlock the blueprint machine. We won't make too much use of it today. I'm actually going to save that for the next episode where I'm going to play around with a few blueprints. So let's just go ahead and unlock it for now, and then we'll get our area for our assemblers set up so we can kind of start working towards phase 2. All right, we got everything ready for the blueprints. So let's send this button off. Bam. One more to go for everything before everything tier 4 and below. So we got the blueprint unlocked. That's setting up for next episode. We'll do our... Oops. I didn't save the... Here we go. Blueprint unlocked done. Set up our area for assemblers. We want at least space for 5 assemblers. So we need a decent amount of room. So let me grab some concrete. I'll just do them over here, just so it's kind of like close to my base. It's a nice flat area I can use for now, since there's nothing else here. So we'll go just throw some foundations down. Zoop it all the way out to 10. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 by 10, 5 by 11. So now what I want to do is I want to set up 5 assemblers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have just enough. So we're going to go, give myself a little bit of room here. I'm going to want storage in front of them all, 2 storages in front of them all, and then 1 out the back. So we're going to do, I'm going to have to add another foundation in the front here. So we're going to go 1. Give ourselves a little room. About 2 space gap. 2. 1, 2. That's 3. 4. 5. So now I'm going to do... Can I do industrial storages in front of everybody? I could, but I'll need a lot more steel. And I'll need... So I'm going to need what? 10? 15? 15 of them. Okay, that's easy. We'll go grab some more steel stuff and then we can set up all those storage bins. Okay, so it ends up being 300 each, 300 steel beams, 300 steel pipes for 15 industrial storages. So we're going to make sure the input is facing the hole right there. Let's do them nice and close. Doesn't have to be far away. Oh, they actually can't line up this way. Interesting. Will it fit though? No. Okay, so I'll have to back these up a little bit. You actually can't line up your industrial storages side by side like that. So I'm glad I gave myself a little bit of space. Give myself another line zoom down there. Just for a little bit of extra room. So we'll have to offset them all by 1, right? Like whatever it lines up with, just go 1 to the left. Sure. So lined up, 1 to the left, lined up, 1 to the left, or right. You know what I mean. Lined up and offset by 1. That's the words we're going for here. Just so everybody's even. Are industrial storage containers just like a little bit bigger or something? You know what they might be. Oh, just gonna mark 2 belts in between these. You don't have to. You can just mark 1 belts. I just so happen to have taken all my steel plates out of my storage, so just give myself some room back here. So now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 industrial storage bins. These ones I can do nice and close, not a big deal. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. Line up. There we go. And then connect those up. Again, mark 1 belts if you want to. Mark 2 belts if you're me and got rid of all your iron plates before you came over here. That's what happened. I had so much stuff to clean up from tearing down those factories. Okay, so now the whole reason you're doing this is because I typically don't worry about setting up factories for these phase 2 items, including even the stators just yet. You'll end up just putting a lot of time into building these, and you can't really output enough just yet that it'll make it worthwhile. So you'll just end up tearing that factory down. So I just find this a lot easier. Throw in some steel pipes and some copper wire, and you got stators. This will also allow me, if I'm like, I really want to speed, or if you really want to speed things along, you can overclock all of these assemblers for when you're doing them. So this one's going to do smart plating. One next to it is going to do versatile framework. And then one's going to do automated wiring. And then the last one is just a bonus. If I find myself needing some motors, a rotor. I found myself needing any of these things, like encased industrial beams, anything I can kind of throw in here. I forgot I'd have an alternate fused wire recipes or fused Quickwire. Yeah, this is just the extra one. So if you want to do just 4, you can do 4, but I like having the extra if I'm like, oh, I need this and I don't want to hand make it. So that's our assemblers area set up. That was a nice easy one. I think we're ending or coming up on the end of the episode here. I think what we're going to want to do is maybe just go around and find some more hard drives to finish it off. I would definitely use satisfactorycalculator.com. You can use the map for finding hard drives a lot easier, and it'll also tell you what you need to open them. So yeah, I'm just going to run around, open a few things. I'm going to grab like 3 or 4, and I'll just throw it in a nice little time lapse for you guys, and we can hang out for the end of the episode. Okay, I'm back at base now, and it seems I have found 6 more hard drives. That's actually really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw one of those into the MAM to finish off the episode. Start the scan on one of those. And then I think I'm going to leave it here. Make sure you guys come back for the next episode. You'll see what we pick in that MAM hard drive. And then we also have 5 more to use. I think there's actually some stuff in the tree that requires you to have... Maybe there's somewhere requires you to actually have a hard drive. So I'm going to keep 1. Just 1 for now. And then we'll research the other 4 in the next episode. And the next episode is also going to have, you can check my notes here, we got hyper tubes. We're going to build a human cannon. Blueprint testing. And I think we'll be able to finish off phase 2 of the elevator if we just we have all the materials for making those things. We're just gonna go feed those assemblers now. So yeah, if you want to keep playing yourself beyond that, make sure you feed those assemblers. Maybe play around with hyper tubes if you want. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Again, thank you so much for all the support on the series so far. If you like it and you're still watching by this time in the video, please maybe hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends. It really helps the channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.